Kate Walsh is swapping her scrubs for guns and fast cars. She's teaming up with another big name in the brand new action movie Honest Thief, and we caught up with her yesterday. We fell in love with her as the straight-talking surgeon whose scalpel wasn't the only thing that cut deep.
Hi, I'm Allison Shepherd. And you must be the woman who's been screwing my husband.
But after 7 years, actress Kate Walsh bid farewell to Seattle Grace Hospital and headed up her very own private practice.
But I deliver babies in a hospital.
You used to deliver babies in a hospital. Now, unless it's a C-section, you deliver babies here.
Away from the hospital corridors, Kate has also starred in the critically acclaimed film The Perks of Being a Wallflower and Netflix series 13 Reasons Why.
She was bullied. This is bullying.
Now she's taking on the role of action hero alongside veteran Liam Neeson.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And Kate Walsh joins us now in Perth. Kate, how is Perth treating you?
Perth is treating me really well. I'm having a great time. I'm looking at the ocean right now. And yeah, I'm going to go see a screening of Honest Thief, a little premiere later today. So everything's good for me over here. How are you guys doing?
Well, look, I wish I was in Perth. They're living the life with you guys. I mean, here you go now. Let's talk about the movie. Tell us a little bit what it's about. And it stars you and Liam Neeson. How is it working with Big Liam?
Oh my God, it's great. He's a delight. We had done a small project together called Felt, which was about Mark Felt, who sort of was the Watergate guy. But this is about, it's a bank robber who comes clean and all for love. And I'm like, I mean, naturally, I'm the love. But it's an action movie. But it's a really beautiful, centered around a love story, and really around two people, I think, in life that are getting second chances and doing the right thing. And Liam's so beautiful, and of course, everyone loves to see him, you know, taking care of bad guys. And I think he's got that great quality of being just super, you know, handsome, but also the vulnerability of an everyman, and sort of, you know, and it's good. It's really amazing. We had a great time shooting this, and I'm so excited it's going to be in theaters, and that, you know, we're not having to watch it on watches. And you know,
yeah, at a time like this, it must, after all the work that goes into a film like that, it must be so satisfying to see it on the big screen. We have to talk about the small screen and Grey's Anatomy, because that's where, of course, we all fell in love with you. It's been 15 years since you first walked onto that set with McDreamy and McSteamy, and tell us how you look back on that time on the show.
Wow. It's funny. I can't believe it's been 15 years. That was a game changer for me. I was very lucky, and had sort of been this quietly working actor, and then was supposed to recur on that show, and then got called back to be on it as a series regular. And then no one knew that it was going to take off the way it did. And it was a really magical time in my life, and all of our lives, I think. And also it was such a different time in television. This was before, obviously, the internet and all the different streaming services, and, you know, hundreds of channels now. So it was really pretty powerful and exciting, you know, to be on a show that was critically acclaimed and that audiences around the world loved and still watch. It's pretty cool. I have little kids. Oh my God, I'm just binging Grey's. You're like, oh, okay.
That's right. Yeah, Brenda was just saying that here in the studio too. I want to ask you about, you know, what you're doing for Australia as well, because you're over there in Perth, and you're sort of like, you've swapped, you know, you're down here for a while down under, you were saying, till maybe next year, but you want more people to do more stuff here, make more product here in Australia. Tell us what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I do. I think it's, you know, one of the things, I've been so fortunate to be here during this pandemic, and as when we were in quarantine, I was able to do beach walks still. So on my many beach walks, I was like, hey, why aren't we shooting here? The light is perfect. These locations are stunning. And I got to know a lot of people in the industry here, and, you know, sort of came to find out that they needed to build a studio here, and there was already a movement going. And so I just started talking to people about that. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get a studio built. So we'll have access to do more international productions.
Wow.
But also Australia has been incredible. I mean, you guys have been shooting on the East Coast in Queensland and Sydney, and for a long, long time. The last time I was in Australia was literally 2008. I was doing press for private practice, and I was in Sydney. They were shooting one of the Wolverine movies there, and yeah. So I just think Australia has been impeccable, and how it's handled COVID anyway, and this is a great time to be in business here, and it's evidenced by all the productions that are going on the East Coast.
There is no shortage of beautiful locations to film in WA.
And you really are helping just every industry. I mean, you're so productive and so proactive and really helping people, Kate, and it's so wonderful to have you here doing that.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us, and you are officially now an honorary Aussie.
We dubbed thee.
We dubbed thee.
Yes.
Well, I'm honored. Thank you. I'm really happy to talk to you.
Congrats on the film too. Honest Thief is in theatres tomorrow, so go ahead and watch it. Take care and enjoy the beautiful seaside in the West.